It is totally out of place to promote and honor a fool, just like it's out of place to have snow in the summer and rain at harvest time. An undeserved curse will be powerless to harm you. It may flutter over you like a bird, but it will find no place to land. Guide a horse with a whip, direct a donkey with a bridle, and lead a rebellious fool with a beating on his backside. Don't respond to the words of a fool with more foolish words, or you will become as foolish as he is. Instead, if you are asked a silly question, answer it with words of wisdom, so the fool doesn't think he's so clever. If you choose a fool to represent you, you are asking for trouble. It will be as bad for you as cutting off your own feet. You can never trust the words of a fool. Just like a crippled man can't trust his legs to support him. Give honor to a fool and watch it backfire like a stone tied to a slingshot. The statements of a fool will hurt others like a thorn bush brandished by a drunk. Like a reckless archer shooting arrows at random is the impatient employer who hires just any fool who comes along. Someone's going to get hurt. Fools are famous for repeating their errors, like dogs are known to return to their vomit. There's only one thing worse than a fool, and that's the smug, conceited man, always in love with his own opinions. The lazy loafer says, "I can't go out and look for a job. There may be a lion out there roaming wild in the streets." As a door is hinged to the wall, so the lazy man keeps turning over, hinged to his bed. There are some people so lazy they won't even work to feed themselves. A self-righteous person is convinced he's smarter than 7 wise counselors who tell him the truth. It's better to grab a mad dog by its ears than to meddle and interfere in a quarrel that's none of your business. The one who is caught lying to his friend and says, "I didn't mean it, I was only joking," can be compared to a madman randomly shooting off deadly weapons. It takes fuel to have a fire. A fire dies down when you run out of fuel. So quarrels disappear when the gossip ends. Add fuel to the fire, and the blaze goes on. So add an argumentative man to the mix, and you'll keep strife alive. Gossip is so delicious, and how we love to swallow it, for slander is easily absorbed into our innermost being. Smooth talk can hide a corrupt heart, just like a pretty glaze covers a cheap clay pot. Kind words can be a cover to conceal hatred of others, for hypocrisy loves to hide behind flattery. So don't be drawn in by the hypocrite, for his gracious speech is a charade, nothing but a masquerade covering his hatred and evil on parade. Don't worry, he can't keep the mask on for long. One day his hypocrisy will be exposed before all the world. Go ahead, set a trap for others, and then watch as it snaps back on you. Start a landslide and you'll be the one who gets crushed. Hatred is the root of slander, and insecurity the root of flattery.